He's not the only crushed and embittered man in the world tonight. Bill Ralston's a bit dirty on it too. All these mutterings of peace have completely annexed his dreams of becoming the greatest armchair general in the history of mankind. So, Bill, is it back to drawing straws with Sean Plunkett for the pick of the press conferences?
Hey, drawing straws, Belinda, these days it's more like Russian roulette. Okay, guys, so the Gulf War is over. Well, at least for tonight it is. But it's come to my notice some people were taking the mickey out of the mother of all conflicts. Now look, here's US Defense Secretary Dick Cheney.
Saddam Hussein promised that he would conduct the mother of all battles. And obviously it looks like what's happened is that the mother of all battles has turned into the mother of all retreats.
Well, George Bush looked unimpressed by that joke, but maybe that was because, as he prepared for his big ceasefire speech today, he appeared to suffer a sneak gas attack. Ooh, yuck, that's almost as nasty as the Gulf War jokes doing the rounds at the moment. Now, I heard one by the American comedian Steve Martin, who said, "Why don't we keep talking about Saddam's mistress? Maybe his wife will kill him." No? Well, Steve probably delivered it a bit better than I did. There was the Bob Hope joke. Join the Iraqi Air Force and see Iran? No? Okay, here's another. Why don't the Israelis like talking to the United States? Hey, the last time they talked to a flaming bush, they ended up lost in the desert for 40 years. No? Oh, well, I got that one from the Israeli ambassador. I didn't have the guts to tell him Sean Plunkett's tasteless joke. You know the one. Saddam Hussein's latest movie, Honey, I Scud the Yids. No? Well, that's a play on words. You have to know the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It's all too late. Chris Laidlaw's phone's ringing already. Now, I'm shocked people just can't take the war seriously.
Free silent jet with every 100 exorcists.
Yes, it's those smart-ass, commie, raghead-loving peaceniks wandering through the streets of the capital, trying to demean the glorious victory of the peace-loving Allied forces. Now, this banner was sponsored by the news media, wondering how it would fill its papers and bulletins once the war was over. But look at the way the peaceniks repaid us. Not content with trying to spread the scurrilous rumour that the war was really to protect the interests of bloated, autocratic, billionaire Arab sheiks and big oil companies, they then went on to dump on the poor old media for its censored coverage of the Gulf War. Now let me just say this, aspects of New Zealand political coverage have been subject to parliamentary censorship. Yes, the Gulf War media restrictions have given a few people here some ideas. Now, in the past, we've shown you boring pictures like this of politicians voting. But when Gilbert Miles and his mates crossed the floor the other day, the people that control Parliament told us to stop filming and said we couldn't show it.
TV camera here was just filming Gilbert when he was in the house here. It's out of order to... They're not allowed to show it.
So I'm not allowed to show you this. I don't know why. There are all kinds of restrictions on what TV reporters can do in this place. But radio and newspaper correspondents can carry their little notebooks and tape recorders virtually anywhere. Allah forbid the viewers of this country might be able to see what their elected representatives actually get up to. And it's not just Parliament. Cabinet ministers are getting a bit toey about publicity recently. For some unknown reason, Don McKinnon didn't want Sean Plunkett filming him meeting the South African ambassador the other day.
Well, I need to ask Mr. McKinnon if you walk out afterwards from Mr. Stockle so we can get a photograph
I'll put the request, but we'll have to wait and see.
Well, who'd be a press secretary trying to stave off Sean Plunkett on the scent of a good yarn? And who knows what Don McKinnon was really worried about. I mean, the Nats are quite happy to welcome that South African here. They'll jack up his hotel, meet him, have dinner with him, and even take junkets to the still racist state of South Africa. But just don't take their picture with a guy, Sean. Still, I can understand it. Now, a mate faxed me this story here from the newspaper The Weekend Australian, and it's sad news, Nightliners, for Aussie readers have discovered Sean Plunkett's horrible secret. Yes, the Australian reported a journalist had taken off a bra to interview Saddam Hussein. The paper said the Honourable Mrs. Sean Plunkett wrote in the Society magazine The Tatler, "I didn't wear a bra, having heard a French journalist had to take hers off before an interview. For her trouble," said the Australian, "she was rewarded with a handshake and an appreciative look." Shock horror probe, Sean Plunkett, eh? Come to think of it, I've never seen him wear a bra to a Jim Bolger press conference either, Belinda.
Well, Bill, maybe he's wearing his support in other areas?
Could well be.
Good night.
Good night.